welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the series, to the channel, to the series as well, German Week. Number 8, you voted on my community page, 744 votes, 81% voted yes. Please give us more cool German content. Well, here it is, VK101P, the Mäuschen and the mouse. And this one was actually sent in by one of my patrons, silent_cougar. Or cougar, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but he sent me this game, and at first I was already seeing the lineup and thinking, oh boy, there are filters in here. And within about 40 seconds the Cromwell is dead. Welcome to tier 8, and yes, she was happy to rub some salt into the wounds. Hello! I think he got double tapped by the SU and then the Jagdpanzer 2, and the Cromwell is already figuring out that this is a cheater. That guy, he one-shotted me, has to be a cheater. No mate, it's just a really big gun, and well, two really big guns basically. An SU-152 and the Jagdpanzer 2, and you do have 960 hit points, but if you're playing Supremacy and you haven't played a lot of games, I did check the post-game stats on this game, and I think the Cromwell was at like, what was he? I think he wasn't even above 2k games, about 1500. Yeah, and the SU-152 says, indeed, it was only a good spot, I had a good position, and I shot you. So that was basically it. But the assault keeps going on. Into the chat is going to be really funny to keep an eye out on that. And in the meantime, Silent is doing a great job at keeping his tank into the game, because he's already sensing this is going down to the wire. If you're not subscribing to me yet, please do so. We're slowly plugging away towards 10k of subscribers, and if I get 10k, then I will be able to do another giveaway on the channel. Thanks to Wargaming, some stuff will come up, free premium tanks hopefully. But yeah, we need to hit 10k first then, so do hit that big red button at the bottom right. Focusing on the gameplay, Silent is doing a good job going forward here, because he notices that the team is kind of losing in terms of hit points. They have lost the majority of their tanks. The Reds are pushing a flank, as you can see. He can clear this T-43. Yes, of course he can. 460 Alpha on this tank on the VK. Pretty much an opening tank, a really strong one. And it's a good one to keep manipulating your arm. Skate Extreme has come back from hibernation, as he called it himself. And you can check out his review on his channel as well. I'm going to leave a link in the top right hand side corner of the screen. Do check that one out. It's a good watch and good to have Skate back on the channel as well. In the meantime, the SU-152 stating you will get a ban to the Cromwell. This guy, the KV3, he is on the left. He's doing the best he can. He's also one of the newer players. And I think, watching this, there were two platoons on this match. One was Greens, as you can see. If Wargame want to do something about new players and help them stay in the game more, I think changing the limitations for making a platoon would be a good one as well, because it's sad that some tanks are a good choice, and then some tanks are a best or I think a better choice. So I don't think it should now be possible to platoon a tier 6 with a tier 7. If you agree with me or don't agree or have any thoughts on that, please leave that in the comment section below. Love to hear your thoughts on that. I think it would be good to change that to not be able to platoon with a tank at tier high, because there are just people in there. Oh, lovely, great in your fight. Is what you want to see when you're in a 1 versus 3. 700 plus damage knocked off from just a shot, and then the damage, and that's a Panzer 2 as well. One of the worst tanks in Blitz. Full review is coming up soon, and you can see Silent is racking up the damage here thanks to an engine fire and thanks to Muppet teams on both Greens and Reds. And that is a Helsing, which is a good tank with an autoloader, 200 per shot, and then 400 if you do penetrate, but it's still a tier 7 tank versus one of the best armor tanks at tier 8. And Silent can just keep running forward and slowly rolling forward. And he is using APCR, and you can see that the house in this it has loads of troll armor. APCR from a tier 8 heavy gun, and that front plate is still a lot of pink. Back to HE, Helsing wants to go into a corner. I'm not sure if this is the bestest of ideas. Oh, he's rolling forward again. Okay, cool. Let's go forward again. Gotta shoot you now. He wants to run away. APCR. Gonna shoot him. Yeah, he's going to shoot him. There we go. Bouncing some more. Bring in the steel wall medals. No way. You ain't gonna run away. You ain't gonna run away. I'd pop the speed boost maybe. No. 400 blocked again. And we can finish off. Grey heart. Grey heart loser. Well, it was not thanks to you, Mr. Cromwell, that you won this game, adding a little bit to your win rate. But Silent _ Cargo, cavalry dart, 4.5k damage, as you can see, 1500 base experience from capping a base, obviously as well. But a well-earned mastery, I think, a well-earned Redley Walters medal. And yeah, having a KV-1S in the reds as well, that does help a lot. Right, moving onwards and upwards, we're going towards tier 9, and we're going to see the Mäuschen. I got some, well, a little bit of flag for my pronunciation of Mäuschen. The tier 9 mouse, the mini mouse, the micro mouse, the tier 9 one heavy. Still not quite to grips with how to pronounce it if it has that umlaut thingy, the two dots on top of an A. Mäuschen. I think I'll try Google Translate and then have it said to me. Maybe that will work. Anyways, this is the tier 9 one, the Mäuschen. Gonna stick with that. And this is a side-scraping tank. It is a side-scraping tank. You can go into positions where you could go hull down in open area maybe, or have a rock in front of you, but it's the best thing to go in here. And we're actually watching, let me check that, Logre, Greek law, Logre, from the EZ clan. I think you want us to pronounce it like EZ. And that's not something you could say from the game that a T-54 just played. He went into the town recklessly, decided to spot up, and well, he's dead now. Well, yeah. Good things. It is an encounter game, and what you have to watch out for in tanks like this, the side-scraping tanks, is your flanks. It will be tempting to push in, just go forward. But luckily the VK45-028 decides to back off, and you can put a nice shot into him. And as long as you can preserve your hit points, then people will try to drive away from you. Yeah, there he goes again, bounces another shot. Still keeping an eye out, that's an IS-3. We can put a shot through you. Oh, I love that one. Big roll, 575, gets that maximum roll which you get if you have your crew skills fully trained up. And now the time has come to scrape the sides, the side scrape like a boss. That would be a good thing if you would do that as well, IS-6, because you're more or less side on two tanks on your right hand side. But once that IS-6 has managed to take that position, you have to drive around and then you can start shooting this tank up the arse, which is good. The IS-6 is still surviving. That's a troll tank in terms of armor. VK45-02A is going down, hopefully. There's the 54 over there. IS-3 really don't have a lot of gun depression with a Mäuschen. But if an IS-3 decides to run away, then you can wiggle, catch a shot on your tracks, and then proceed to hopefully kill him. Double teaming with the IS-6 who misses. That's 30 left. But I'm a Mäuschen, so just a little nudge. Boom. Wir haben sie. Thank you very much. 3.3k damage done already. 1330 blocked. Hello. 704. Oh. Just on top of the gunman, and that's annoying. But luckily the IS-6 on his team, it looks like he's not the greatest of players you could have with you. But at least he is at a good amount of health. And as long as he sticks around, then a Mäuschen is a really hard target. And Logre, he's calling for help, which I would do as well. It is obviously a 2 versus 4, and there are no red tanks spotted at the moment. And then town can become a death trap. But this is a good thing. There's a little bush over here, which means that you might just be able to position yourself without getting spotted. And he's going to poke into the bush and then going forward again. He's kind of sensing that the Reds will be rolling in, and he gets a good shot into the 704. But more importantly, he has found out, he's found out three positions of Reds. One of them is down on the 704. But what's the I6 going to do? Ooh, he's lost a lot of health. He has lost a lot of health. He is at 300 something, 80. Not quite sure, didn't check properly. He can clear the tier 54. Laurie clears the tier 54, but there is still a full health tier 9 tank to clear. And that's another Mäuschen. It's going to be Mäuschen versus Mäuschen. Great bounce there from the red I6. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Wir haben Sie. That was a great idea to ram a Mäuschen. More ram damage coming in. He was probably thinking, maybe he got some of those little tips in the bottom screen during loading up of the game, where it says if you can't damage an enemy by shooting him, try to ram him. That will help your team because you will do ram damage, etc., etc. Full durch ihre Panzerung of the red Mäuschen, who is now bleeding hit points. He can't really focus on Laurie because that IS-6 is still knocking about. And when he shows the size, then you can push one through. IS-6 wants to get involved, as you can see from the way the Mäuschen is looking. And Laurie wants to save his friendly IS-6. The Mäuschen is shooting the cupola. No, not going for the cupola. Straight through the cheeks with AP. And he bounces a shot, knocks off 2 hit points. And the red Mäuschen has a dead drive. So there we go. Keep the tank angled, keep the tank angled, keep it angled, keep it angled. I6 wants to get involved. I6 is dead. And the Mäuschen is dead as well. There we go. No, yeah. Through the cheeks again. And well played. 6,242 damage done. And the IS-6, well, wasn't the smartest of players. Maybe a bit of a muppet. But then again, he did manage to stay alive long enough and help Laurie to this massive ace game. And talk about massive games, I've got a cracker of a mouse replay coming up in the last replay, the last game of today's video. And this one is as fresh as it gets. It was sent in by Adam_2000_warrior, the guy you've seen rocket at Castilla as well while driving the Panzer for Schmalturm. And this is a clanmate of his, and he is in the mouse, and then the M103 decides to go in front of him and not give him any room to maneuver, and then the IS-4 goes in front of him as well and not giving any room to maneuver. And there are some shenanigans already in chat. Going to be the WZ121 does decide to go left, which is well, let's say appreciated by O-Snap in the mouse, O-Snap from Oust clan. But this is going to be a great effort. There are a few big tanks on the red team, as you can see. WT of Panzer IV, the Waffenträger, asked him to go hill. And there is the red mouse. Bounce one, no, miss one, bounce one. Great stuff, 390 blocked so far. But keep an eye out on the minimap. And keep an eye out on the maneuver that O-Snap is going to do here. He drops a speed boost, there we go. You would think this is stupid to put up a speed boost on a tank as slow as a mouse. But if you do that, you will improve your engine power, and it by no means becomes a tank that is really quick. Of course it isn't, it is still a mouse. But it allows you to plunge through water just a little bit quicker. And the M103 is already down, as you can see. And the Reds are just swamping the Castilla at the moment. It is a, what was it, 4-on-2 I think at the moment? Yeah, E75 clears the T110E5. That is annoying. And then there's still this ST over here, ST1. Can we shoot him? Keeping an eye out on the red mouse, AP silent, then AP, lower plate. We have to bounce one. Can we bounce one? No, we don't have to bounce one. The IS-4 takes out the SC. That is a welcome effort. And that means that now O-Snap has to go push in on the red mouse. And the red mouse realizes what is happening. It is a 3-on-1 over here. But keep counting has. That means it is still a 2-on-4 on top of the Castilla. And his platoon mate, the FV, is trying to stay alive as long as possible. And it is time to push now. So Snap is pushing the red mouse, as you can see, straight into the building. The red mouse is completely ignoring him. He knows he has no chance of winning against Snap. He's not using the speed boost yet, which is understandable. Fe215B clears the waffle. Then his platoon mate is going down in just a second, I think. The IS-4 is still great help. There it is. Such a pro, says a WZ121. Yeah, of course, mate. Really well played. IS-4 is available now. No, IS-4 is down. Fe2. Oh, it is a 1. Yeah, it was 1 versus 5. It's now a 1 versus 4, but at a very brief moment it was a 1 versus 5. And that's what you want to do now. You want to take on this Fe as quickly as possible. But the Fe is not a bad player at all. He's a seasoned player, so he knows not to shoot Ash. Try AP. He's bouncing it, but Snap is going to push again. AP through... Ow, on the gun mantle, that's annoying. 26 ram damage, but yeah, keep that Fe. Can you... Oh, just gonna park the tank behind him. Fe had not used his repair pack yet, so he does get his track broken. He bounces a shot from the right, bounces a shot from the left as well. He's blocking damage like a boss. Hello E50, what you gonna do? HE doesn't work. AP, HE, no, doesn't work. Shoot him. Oh, great stuff, he's down. And E50M bounces again. But hey, this is a mouse, so if as long as I keep angling and dangling, and kudos to the E50, I'm just trying to keep going through with APCR. I would have switched the heat straight away. I wouldn't risk bouncing so many shots. And now the E50M is stuck, and the E50M is a good tank, and it's a mobile tank, and it's more mobile than people would think. But in a situation like this, you can't use the torque of the tank. And then you get the T57 rolling in, shooting HE like a mother buzzer. Ain't gonna work against the mouse, mate. Backing off. Hello, E75. I want to get involved too. I've just bought an E75. That's very well armored tier 9 tank. Can I go in? Can I shoot you, mouse? Can I shoot you? T57 decides to go hide behind behind the building. And this is what you get when you have Muppets on both teams. If you want to do monumental games like this, lucky mouse? No, yeah, lucky because your team was Muppets. That is one thing that is certain. But still, the way he is playing it, and he's angling and he's keeping his turret locked in place, probably using a lookout bomb, not quite sure, and there's another HE shot. And the T57 now knows what is happening. And Snap can just circle around and then shoot the 57 once, and then try to shoot him again, and the 57 is trying to run away. Oh, there's a building! I've just bought a tier 10 tank, and people said it was good because it's an autoloader, but I'm not quite sure what to do. I'll just run the mouse. And I lose 300 health in the process. Thank you very much. 430 HP left. Load AP. I'm gonna look back now. Okay, I'm dead. 7.2k damage. Redley Walters medal. At well above 5k damage blocked. Monumental game by O_Snap from Austclan, which concludes episode 8 for the German week. There's going to be some more extended German week episodes after this one, because you want to see the footage, you want to see the content, and I'm happy to provide that. My name is martindogger, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers and happy tanking!